Is anything out here we can look at? Or steal? Examine the deck chair. I'm not sure why. We'll do it because we can. It's all the reason I need.
A deck chair in the sunshine on a cruise ship. I'd be a fool to miss out on that tomorrow. But I have to take care of my duties before I can relax in the sun.
Alright. What about mouse just go past? Salmon the bath towel. Something in it?
Ah, lovely big towel. I hope tomorrow I'll have a chance to sunbathe and enjoy the rest of the trip.
Take it. Take everything and let you. That's how these games work. Take all the stuff. We can't go down here, right? That's always been closed off. Yes. To the front. Maybe we can talk to the captain or our violinist. Talk to David.
A handsome man and a talented musician, but he doesn't seem very happy.
He did just get called out. I mean, you know.
Hello, Mr. Kreutzer.
Do you want to have a go at me, like the old witch in there?
I just wanted to talk to you.
Now is not the best time.
I just wanted to tell you that I really loved your music, and that Lady Westmacott did not have the right to speak to you like that.
Really? How do you know? You don't know me.
Then, did she have the right?
No, she didn't. That cynical old witch enjoys exposing the weaknesses of others. Although we all have them. She as well. She lusts for recognition and acts as though it weren't so disgraceful. She rejects prizes and awards with snide remarks, but she's angry when others receive them. She needs to know that she's better than others.
You seem to know her quite well.
I've only met her once or twice, but I know her son and some of her friends. One friend of hers supported me for a long time. No one is brave enough to say it to her face, but everyone hates her.
Her or her success? You're so talented. Why aren't you performing on the world's great stages?
Fate, perhaps. Or bad luck. My parents opened every door for me and my sister and expected corresponding careers.
Over-ambitious parents who force their children to play music?
No, it wasn't like that. I loved it. I loved to play the violin. They didn't have to force me. I wanted to do it on my own. I thought I would achieve my goals if only I worked hard enough. But it was not to be.
So, what happened?
What happened?
In a more dramatic story, I'd say that I broke my hand just before my big break. Or that I was rejected because of my nationality or my name, or that I was brought down by a conspiracy. But nothing like that ever happened. I practiced like mad. Got better and better. Really good. But nothing happened. The right people never heard me. I was never in the right place at the right time. Can you imagine how it feels to always be on the cusp of a breakthrough? To be just one evening away from becoming an overnight sensation? To see how other less talented violinists pass you by because you just aren't lucky enough?
How terrible.
For every star in the limelight, there are a dozen more that burn out unseen, fading month by month. I didn't want to be one of those people who waste their lives chasing dreams without realizing that they're unattainable. If I couldn't have the life that I always dreamt of, and that my family expected from me, then at least I could have the next best life.
Which is...
Best life?
Mansions, limousines, parties. Everything you could wish for. Though none of it belongs to me.
The lady called you a freeloader.
An ugly word, but maybe not so far from the truth. I move with the rich and famous, and at first glance, I live exactly the life my father always wished for me. A carefree life, easygoing. And I play the violin, which I always loved to do.
But it's not really like that.
It's empty. My life is just a shell. A show, and everyone knows it. I loved something once, and I burned for it. But now, the violin is just an accessory for practicing my real profession.
And your family?
How could I ever look them in the eyes? A failed violinist who gave up.
What does the future hold for you?
Isn't it obvious? My hands are starting to shake from alcohol. What will be left once I lose my good looks? I'll have nothing then. And so I'll put an end to it all.
You can't say things like that.
With my father's pistol. I always have it with me. It's gone!
Uh-oh.
Fate won't even grant me a quick death.
Don't you think you can still make it?
No. It's too late now. The real question is, did I give up too quickly back then?
I don't know.
Thank you for listening.
Goodbye, Mr. Kreutzer.
Look, I didn't feel like liking you, so if you could stop telling me your story, I would appreciate it, so I can go back to thinking you are a scumbag. And seriously, where's your gun at? Let's go downstairs and see what's down there. Maybe something with Legrand. Can learn something interesting. Or the doctor. We got magazines. We have a model ship. That's all we got. Let's look at the ship.
Very fine handiwork. The model maker even wrote the name of the ship on the tiny life preservers. But the winter garden at the back of the saloon is missing, and the stern deck looks different. It was obviously made before the ship was remodeled. Maybe one of the crew whiled away the long nights at sea building the model. Only someone with a lot of time and a love of the original could build such a thing. Several journals and magazines. Ah, this looks pretty interesting. Art and Culture Today. There's something about the exhibition. Unique masterpieces exhibited for the first time together in their home country. Tireless efforts of Baroness von Trebitz.
Blah, blah, blah. We already know all that. Let us enter the medical center and talk to the good doctor.
Come in.
Hello, Dr. Crazy Pants.
How can I help you, young lady?
No earthly idea.
Are you the ship's doctor?
Yes, of course.
You see, that's what I thought. Because you've got a uniform
Oh, Lord.
and you work in the medical center.
Well spotted, young lady. My name is Dr. Gebhardt. How can I help you?
No idea.
What are the other passengers like?
Listen, young lady, I do not really have time to chat right now. Today is my first day, and it is going differently than I had expected.
You do seem a little stressed. Maybe you should relax. Stress isn't good for you.
Seriously. Whoa.
You're right.
Whoa now.
There is nothing else I can help you with.
But you weren't really helpful at all. Maybe I'll come back later. Bye now.
Alright, she's my new favorite character. Just bring the man a glass of wine. Well, here you go. Check out Legrand.
We briefly discussed whether we should try to steal the second eye here on the ship. The lack of escape routes and the 10-centimeter thick door to the safe settled the question.
Especially since it's not in there.
Legrand is an important part of our plan. He's the one who'll arrest Inch in the end. But there's still a lot to do before that happens.
Legrand's an idiot. He's not going to arrest anybody. Examine the
The
pin
only
board.
regular event seems to be the nightly drink in the saloon. Judging from
It's
the
a good
rest of the
event.
entertainment program, it seems necessary.
The nightly drinking saloon is always necessary. Don't play. Don't kid. Examine anything about the doors? Interesting? I don't know.
The good doctor seems to be very busy.
Oh.
I shouldn't bother him.
I just want to see if the door said anything interesting about it. Let's go upstairs and see what there is to see. Alright, so now I'm not sure where to go. We can't check out the Baroness's door again because, you know, the butler's sitting right there. Let's go back up to the upstairs. And she had mentioned something about the little captain's area. There were crewmen up there or something. And I skip past it too quickly because I'm an awful, awful player. Yes, stop walking around. Yeah, yes, thank you. Oh, I can't even click on it anymore. What in the world? Maybe I should go back and talk to Adele again? Or I should go... I forgot about these two. There are 2 more people out here. Or should be. Come on, walk faster. Can you jog for me? No, I don't want you to go upstairs. My bad. My fault. I want to go over here. Go to the forecastle, yes. Where are those 2? Let's go see if we can learn anything. I mean, he's got the thing in his pocket.
Them seem to be in a private conversation. I'd better not disturb them. When Adele and I were following the professor in London, I was disguised. But that doesn't mean he won't recognize me now.
Oh, okay. So we should avoid the professor. Understood. Understood. And you still don't want to go in here, right? I can't click on it anymore, so I guess not. Did David leave? Or is he just a little bit off screen? He is gone. Alright, let's go back and talk to Adele, I guess.
He has the enviable talent of being able to sleep anywhere, anytime. He once fell asleep on a cable car and only woke up after he'd already gone up the mountain and back down again.
It's kind of funny. Looks like his eyes are open, though. Just saying.
Normally I don't carry so many things around, but it would have been suspicious if I'd come aboard with nothing but a rucksack whilst pretending to be the daughter of a wealthy family. I got this necklace from my father. It's supposed to remind me that money isn't the most important thing in life. If all you've got is this penny, as well as family and friends, then you're a very rich girl, he said. I'll take it with me. It'll bring me luck.
You're not gonna wear it just like in your pocket? Alright.
I don't like wearing hats, but they do fit the role. And I have to admit that the day in London when we shopped for Patricia Mayers was a lot of fun. It happened pretty fast between us. It was magic when we first met. Birds of a feather flock together, and he can be very charming.
Just not now.
Daddy wasn't at all amused when I brought him home, mind, but I don't think he'd have been satisfied with anyone.
So I'm thinking her father is the Raven. Don't
We
get
booked
stuck.
this cabin because it's centrally located, easy to duck in whenever we need to. Of course, the fact that it's a first-class cabin with a huge bathroom and shower had nothing to do with it. As soon as I've swapped the jewels, I'll treat myself to a hot shower, and then we'll see how the evening progresses.
There we go. I'm just trying to leave. So has drink night started yet?
I think he's frightening. You look in his face and you'd believe that he's at peace with the world and himself. But Adil told me about his mood swings. From one moment to the next, the mask falls away, and he's capable of anything. No use worrying about him now. I have a job to do.
Right, but I can't get in that room with him sitting there, right? Let's try anyway.
Inch is watching the door.
Exactly.
I need another way into the cabin.
Well, I tried to give you that thing upstairs, and you were like, no, I need a screwdriver. And I was like, well, there's a screwdriver in the cargo hold. And you're like, no, I'm not going in there. So, okay, the captain's back. Here we go.
He's sweating profusely, burst capillaries, and a sweet odor. I hope the crew doesn't take the captain for a role model, and that they stay sober for the rest of the trip.
That's no fun at all.
He's I hope...
Let's talk to him. No? Alright, what do I even have? I got a fake jewel, I've got salad tongs, I got her bath towel. And a necklace. So I need to get into Baroness's room somehow, but I can't use... But I can't use the door. Okay. So look at this, there's nothing going on with the ventilation shaft. So if we use something on it?
All the first-class cabins have their own ventilation. The shaft might be my best point of entry, but unfortunately, the cover is screwed shut.
Alright, what do we have in our inventory? Got this necklace. Is that of
I
a...
got this necklace from my father. It's supposed to remind me that if all you've got is this penny, as well as family and friends...
Oh, it's... the necklace is the penny on it. I was thinking earlier that he was calling her Penny. I don't know why. Nickname maybe. I don't know. Anyway, okay, so can we take this and use it as a screwdriver? Like, click this onto the... Yeah.
The penny might be the right size.
I should pay more attention.
The penny fits perfectly into the screw slot, but my fingers aren't strong enough to turn the screw.
Alright, well, hold it with the salad tongs. That's kind of weak. Let's do it anyway. Let's try it.
That's it. I can jam the penny in and make an improvised screwdriver.
Works for me. I'll take it. I will take it.
That's it. I just hope that this is the right shaft.
So climb in there?
Still haven't found a way to get back into the ventilation shaft from the cabin. I need something like a rope and a way to tie it to the shaft.
Oh, okay. We got a towel and a pole.
I could tie the bath towel around the pole, put the pole across the ventilation shaft, and climb down with the help of the towel. Sounds like a plan.
I think it's a bad plan doing this in a white dress. Does that seem dumb to anybody else? Like, couldn't you wear, I don't know, something that won't get all the dust from the ventilation shaft all over you?
Here goes nothing.
Just saying. Just gonna throw it out there.